Hey guys, Aldwin Alternate here. How are you tonight on this beautiful Friday night here on the Gold Coast? And while half of you are probably out at the Commonwealth Games doing amazing stuff out there, I am here in Southport at my home about to interview the amazing African medicine woman soul coach, Kageni. And she's absolutely awesome. She's doing a pure womanhood event this weekend. She's doing a workshop at Madrabar Showgrounds, which you can still attend if you would like to. We're going to be talking about that and how you can find your truth, speak your truth, and step into your womanhood. I'm just going to flip over to her now before we go live on YouTube and online with our show. We're doing a 1-hour interview very soon, so you can come and watch us and get some amazing wisdom from this lady. So her name is Kageni. I'm going to flip over to her now. She's going to tell us what we're going to be talking about in this 1-hour interview on Truth Expose TV very soon. And over to you now, Kageni. Okay, here we go. Just flip this over here. Here we go. All right, there you are. Hello, Kageni. Welcome. We're on Facebook Live. Hello, David. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Holden. It's really good to be here with you.
It's so cool to be seeing you through my laptop right now. We're going to be doing this show, and we are going to be talking about pure womanhood. And guys are actually also welcome, right, to come along to this workshop. So if you could just explain a little bit about what you're going to be covering in the workshop and what this is all about.
Okay. Actually, my quest for pure womanhood started when I was actually on my spiritual journey. I really didn't know that is what I was thirsty for. You know, you get on a journey, you know you're looking for something, and turned out what I was looking for was a missing part of myself, a missing part of my identity, that we've lived life being put in boxes. You're a woman, or you're an African woman, you know what I mean? And then I ended up working in a male-dominated industry as an electrical engineer. And also I saw how a woman is also caged in a men's world. And I think through the search of who am I started digging deeper into myself, and I realized that we are way much bigger and we are more than we've actually been told we are. And it was through that journey that I was able to uncover layers upon layers upon layers of myself. Start finding hidden gifts I never knew I had. And yeah, just within time, I felt more whole and content within myself.
Beautiful.
And now I can just stand still in my truth, in my light, and I don't feel I need to explain who I am to anyone anymore. And yet when you've lived all your life explaining yourself, you've lived all your life hoping to be validated, you've lived all your life hoping someone to say you're beautiful or they love you, for you to feel worthy, you know what I mean? And to reach the place where you're like, I'm topped up. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. And you'll be
sharing.
That's
what pure womanhood is about. And we'll be doing lots of fun exercises.
Very cool. And men are welcome, even though it is called pure womanhood, right? Men are welcome to come along. And
yeah, I do work with men. It's really funny enough, because I reckon I come from an angle that I use a lot of spiritual logic. It's not just all woo-woo. My background is very scientific. So men find me relatable to explain things that they may find a bit out there, kind of a thing, in a way that I can explain it with science or in a language they understand. So I say don't shy away, because we're all feminine and masculine. That's the truth. We have parts of ourselves. I have parts of myself that are masculine. That's the side that has the strength. That's the warrior. That's the courage. You know, that's the part that comes to defend me when I need to be defended. But then you have the softer, compassionate, gentle side. And I know some men have thought being compassionate and kind and gentle is weakness. And I ask them, I say, think of any master who walked on earth, be it Jesus, Buddha, whoever, you know, or just think of any man who reached a potential of greatness of himself. They all were compassionate. Those are very feminine qualities. So, and this is the age where women are tapping into their power and men are softening up to open their hearts to feeling more.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing because guys were always told boys don't cry, weren't they? There was even a Cure song about that. Boys don't cry, you know. And I always say we have tear ducts for a reason. We have tear ducts for a reason. So I actually really...
Yes. And everything needs to be used.
Yeah, that's right. Use it up. Let it out. Better out than in. So I always think actually a man that shows emotion is actually a very strong man. I actually really admire a man who can show emotion. And I know like people like Dr. John DeMartini, he cries a lot when he speaks, and he's often crying with tears of gratitude and joy. And you know, when someone can share vulnerability from the heart like that, I think it's incredibly powerful. So what are some tips, say, for people joining us? Yeah. Sorry, go on.
Yeah. So, I'll quickly share that. Just quickly, before we put the men topic aside, I remember sometimes I say to people, think of which men are followed by the crowds and the women. Like, think of the typical macho man, or is it the Justin Biebers of the world?
No,
think about it.
Yeah, Justin Bieber's not doing it for me, but maybe for 13-year-old girls out there, he might be.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But is it the men with a softer side, or is it the men who are just strong macho men?
Oh no, the men with the softer side. I think
that's a question most people need to ask.
Yeah, I think it's the men.
Which of those two types attract more women or attract more crowds or whatever you want to call it?
Yeah, it's an interesting question actually, because you know the model, you know, the Ken and Barbie sort of look. You know, you've got the size 8 to 10 woman, you know, with the long blonde hair and you know sort of quite skinny-ish, and then you've got the big muscly man. These are meant to be the traditional images of what, you know, an attractive man and woman looks like in today's day and age. Whereas back in Reuben times, you know, they loved the curves and they celebrated curves in women, etc. So, you know, things have definitely changed in what we've perceived from the mass media as to what is beautiful, what is attractive, what is powerful.
I agree completely.
And not saying,
and you know, like it's funny because I live in Australia.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, you live in Australia. Yep.
I was saying I live in Australia, which is a culture where people are expected to be skinny to be beautiful. But I come from a culture where a woman's worth is determined by how much mass she takes, you know, how much space she can occupy. So I always tell people, if I was born 2 generations ago, I'd be put in a fattening camp, right? Because there's no man who will have paid cows for me, you know, like, it's also relative.
That's classic. And I have European background, so all we want to do is feed people. So particularly if people are too skinny, we just want to keep feeding them. So that's my background. And it is great to see so many guys and girls on this, men and women on this live right now. We've got David, Maria, Stephen, hello, Diana, Maini, Ritzaza, Nolitha, from all over the world. They've come to us here. Be yourself, you're so cute, Ritzaza says. Christopher, hello. Harry, hello. Danny, Victoria, Gino, Jody, Arasi, hello to all of you. Thanks for joining us on the live. We are about to actually do a 1-hour interview very soon with Kageni, and it's going to be live. We've got the link on this Facebook Live, and we've also got it on Truth Expose TV on the Facebook page. If you haven't liked that yet, you can go on there and you'll see a whole 1 hour. We're going to be talking about womanhood and manhood and how you can step into your power and be your true self. And what are some other gems you're going to be covering, Kageni? Hello, Jasmine. Hey. So, yeah, what else are we going to be covering today, Kageni, on our 1 hour live Truth Expose TV episode soon?
Yeah. I'll first quickly want to share a really quick story. Sure. And this story is about the Golden Buddha. And what actually happened was a very small village somewhere in Tibet. And they had this beautiful statue of the Buddha, and it was golden. People revered it, you know. Then what happened, the enemy was coming and they were tearing down anything that had value, just to make people fear and to make people lose hope. So what the villagers decided to do was to get as much mud and concrete and anything that's ugly and just put it all around the Buddha. By the time the enemies got there, they looked at it and they didn't see the need to tear down something that was so ugly. But the war went on, and the days became weeks and months and years, and people forgot that the Buddha was golden. So they could only see this ugly version of the Buddha. And one day, a child is playing by and passes by and notices some of the junk had fallen off the Buddha's fingers. And he went and called everybody and said, hey, guys, the Buddha is golden. So in the village, I think, but then when 2 generations had passed, but everyone came and they removed all the junk. And eventually, voila, the gold from within was shining, that the Buddha was golden. And that's each and every one of us.
Nice.
We go through life and life puts mud on us, junk on us, whatever, childhood, teenager, and your teenage years, and then you get to family life, work life, relationships. My God, I don't think we had problems before we started relationships. And then all of a sudden, but life was perfect before you started dating, And then you get all this stuff around you. I call it junk. And you know what junk is? Junk is anything that stops you from seeing your own magnificence. That is junk.
Beautiful. Yeah.
And the alchemy of starting to remove layer by layer till your own inner golden self comes shining through. And you find your true self. Because you are born golden.
I love that. Wow, what a great story, powerful story, and so true, Kageni. And I'll just flip it back to me now because we're going to go live in a minute. Anything else you want to say before I take the camera off you for this Facebook Live? Anything else you'd like to share?
No, just join us.
Come and join us. Awesome.
I would like to share something. Maybe a quick one.
Okay, quick one.
Somebody who may not have enough time to watch later. There's something, do you know, as you go through life and you feel you've lost your power,
yes.
And you know how this is some of the things you can look at, like when you know you've lost your power, is when you can't speak your own truth. It's when you feel maybe it's your manager, it's your loved one, somebody did something to you, and you just lack the courage to say, hey, this is how this made me feel. And people are so afraid of what others think. You're so afraid, but what you don't know is how much power you're losing. Because every time you don't stand up for yourself, there's a part of you, the inner self just shrinks a little bit. And what you do, that gap, you fill it with self-doubt. And then you start doubting yourself. It's like you have holes within yourself. So one of the most important thing I would share with anyone is speak your truth. Speak your truth. If you say it from a place of integrity, trust me, the universe has your back. Now speak your truth. Anything that's stuck over here, it doesn't matter to say, hey, I didn't appreciate that you cut me in line while I was standing here waiting to pay for my groceries. Speak up. All right, I didn't appreciate when I called you 10 times and you didn't even reply my phone call. I didn't appreciate when you call me, we go on a date, and then you don't show up and you don't even call to apologize. We tend to go like, oh, what will they think? And then we carry this feeling in our stomach that's just making us sick. And all we need to do is just to share our truth, say, hey, listen, I don't know how it was for you, but this is how it made me feel. And that's all you need to tell them, how it made you feel. Because people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. People will never forget how you made them feel.
Yes, so true, so true. So important to speak our truth and to strengthen ourselves internally by doing so. And when you shared the story about the Buddha, I found that very interesting because I thought about, not only do other people throw crap at us, but we actually also put glue on the crap and make sure that it sticks sometimes, like we need to get conscious of this,
Yes. Or I'm too clean and I'm feeling a bit exposed. I need some junk.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And then we go, yeah.
Self-sabotage.
Yeah.
Sabotage time.
Exactly. I just want to roll around in the mud for a little bit. It's not quite as healing as you may think.
Yes, mad vibe. You know what? We're human, and learning is meant to be so much fun. It's meant to be such a joyful process, and we shouldn't beat ourselves up while you're learning. And one of the best things someone said to me is, look at a baby. Would you be angry at a baby for making a mistake while it's learning? No. You wouldn't. You'd look at it with so much compassion and encouragement. And that's the same kind of love and compassion you need for yourself, you know. Sometimes I give Kageni a little hug, you know. It's like, you know, that's where I am, school. It's not the end of the world. Tomorrow the sun will still rise.
I love it. Thank you, Kageni. That's awesome. Now we need to go over to our live interview on Truth Expose TV. Any final words on this Facebook Live before we go over to the other interview?
Lots of love, guys. Lots of love. Lots of love. Finding each other. It just makes your day, and it makes life such a magical experience. Yeah,
beautiful. Thank you, Kageni. That's awesome. I'll just flip it back to me now. Hello to our newcomers, Jasmine, Norma, Paul. Great of you to join us. We've got so many people in this live. Thank you so much for joining us. We just saw a little sneak preview there of Kageni, amazing African medicine woman, soul coach, who is coming to us live from the Gold Coast. From another part of the Gold Coast. I'm on the north end, she's on the south end. And we're going to be going live soon, doing a 1-hour interview talking about pure womanhood and how you can speak your true self and live your true self. Thank you so much, Maney. Thank you, guys. That's awesome. So come and join us. The link is on this Facebook Live right now. Also, you can go to the Facebook page, Truth Expose TV, and come and join in a 1-hour conversation about this. And we'd love you to join us. And here's to having a fantastic night wherever you are in the world. I know you've come from all over the place to be with us here today. So here's to enjoying life, making the most of it. As Kageni says, love yourself, love each other, and make sure you cry every now and then, guys. It's really good for you. It's good for us too. I love crying. I cry all the time. It's always a great release. And well, let's just see if we can get any crying out in the next hour on this show. Anyway, thanks so much for joining us. We'll be back soon. Come and join us on Truth Expose TV as I interview Kageni. And she does have her Pure Womanhood workshop on this weekend at Madrabar, so you can still get tickets to that. And it's very cheap, isn't it, Kageni? How much are tickets for your workshop? It's crazy.
It's like 200.
It's like 200 bucks.
Like 200.
$200 for a whole weekend workshop. It's going to be amazing at Madrabar Showground. So come down to 8:30 tomorrow morning if you want to come to the actual live 2-day workshop. Hello, John. Nice of you to join us. So, yes, it's all happening. Come and join us, and we'll see you there on Truth Expose TV soon. And have a wonderful night and a wonderful weekend. Bye for now.